from experiencing you on stage, you come across to me as someone that exemplifies the expression that I learned from James Brown.
Oh yeah?
James Brown said, people call this show business, but this is the business of show.
Right.
And, you know, Robbie Edwards, in my estimation, is a great example of that. The business of show. In other words, it's not just about the ability to play your instrument, but it's to bring inspiration and entertain people. And, you know, you do that in my, you know, small eye. But you do that. You do that very well in more ways than one. So where did you get the inspiration for this expression?
Well, I mean, first, thank you very much for you know your words there. I appreciate that, and especially being putting that lead with James Brown. And I would have to start with James Brown. As a matter of fact, actually, you know, when I was growing up, you know, it was a very special time to grow up in. That's when Michael Jackson was really kind of going out there, and you know, Thriller and all that. So I was a kid when all that was happening. Mm-hmm. So I saw a guy like Michael Jackson. I didn't know I was going to be a musician. I had no intention, no idea. But that kind of stuff stays with you, you know, when you get into that medium, you know, into the music. You know, you never really forget that. You know, guys like Michael Jackson, Prince, and then later I went back, you know, as a musician, as a horn player, and then I got to see, like, the in my opinion, the greatest of them all, James Brown, and I really studied him. You know, I studied him as far as how he runs his band, as a band leader, mm-hmm. as a frontline entertainer. And of course I try to emulate him in whatever way I can, and it's a very small way because I certainly don't have the moves. But, you know, you look at this guy and look at what he was able to do, and he added elements of you know, what musicians would say, like, you know, serious music, you know, polyrhythms and, you know, some advanced harmonies even. I mean, he had the whole deal. You know,
the size of his band.
Yeah, and you look at the guys. Yeah, Fred Wesley and Maceo Parker, who's a very strong influence on me. Maceo Parker. I got a chance to play with Pee Wee Ellis in Italy, which was a kind of a life-altering experience for me. You know, and you know, and as you get into the blues, you know, you kind of watch these guys, how they entertain people, and the music's very simple. The focus is very simple, but it's very hard to execute. So it's just all these kind of things, and you know, you listen to Charlie Parker play, and you hear how he was entertaining people as well. And he might not have been doing what Maceo Parker would do, although Maceo would certainly be doing what Bird was doing.
And he sure enough knew about blues.
But Bird knew how to play a certain thing and just get somebody's attention over there in the corner.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So that's a good thing, and. You know, all praise is due to the inspirations. Now, did your family have any influence on you in any way in terms of your expression?
Well, what started for me was my dad had a tremendous record collection, and in that collection there was Wes Montgomery. Mm-hmm. And when I heard Wes Montgomery for the first time, it was like a light went off. It just sounded magical to me, like time kind of stopped. And it just like grabbed me, and I was like in another world. You know, I'll never forget that. And every time I hear the songs that I heard, every time I go back and listen to them, you know, even now, it still sounds almost like the first time I heard it.
Fresh.
You know? And then he also had Earth, Wind, and Fire in his collection too, and then the album covers, and you know, and then you get to the music. It's just like this. It's incredible, you know. So that was a strong influence on me, and we always had, like I said earlier, you know, when Michael was out, you know, we all loved Michael. I mean, and you know, we all had his music on and watching the videos and Thriller and all that kind of Billie Jean. I mean, you name it, you know.
Okay.
So they influenced me that way. They listened to a lot of like soul music, you know, Isley Brothers and stuff like that, Ohio Players, you know. That definitely got into my system.
Looking forward, we have an event with your band on October the 18th. And you have any secrets you want to reveal to the audience about what they should look forward to?
They should look forward to hearing some real catchy tunes, a very good band with some, you know, really, you know, phenomenal musicians, and I'm going to go all out like I always do.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to get entertained. The people will be entertained.
Looking forward.
Me too.
All right, well, thank you very much, Robbie. We'll
My
be
pleasure, man. So thank you.
Looking forward to your October 18th.
I can't wait.
You know, great show, I'm sure.
Can't wait. Looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks again.
My pleasure.